in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estate with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices.
Aspire Heights Creator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Creator, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Creator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices.
Aspire Heights Creator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Creator, now you be baba.
Oh yes, buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibeju Lekki and its environs at Aspire Heights Creator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibeju Lekki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibeju Lekki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibeju Lekki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibeju Lekki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Creator says get your properties at affordable prices.
Aspire Heights Creator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Heights Creator, now you
business. Buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki ShopRite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at
Light of Faith and Joy Outreach International presents 2018 Outreach Event in Nigeria. Date Tuesday 26th June 2018. Time 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at St. Paul Primary School at Diogun, Akinyele Local Government, Ibadan, Oyo State. Light of Faith and Joy Outreach International is celebrating journey so far and a year celebrating of LFJ in Nigeria. Light of Faith and Joy Outreach International is an outreach bring dignity, awareness, honest to meet the physical need of people through humanitarian support networks, homeless people with need, widowers, orphan care, children and youth awareness events, medical, disaster relief and development. Iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ni ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sowọ́pọ̀ ká jọ gbé e lárugẹ ká nawọ́ ìrànwọ́ sí àwọn aláìní, kíkọ́ ilé ìwé ìgbàlódé fún ìrànlọ́wọ́ àwọn abarapá àti àwọn aláìní àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Host and ambassador is Prophetess A. Akibiseyin for financial sponsors and support. Account details in London. Account name Light of Faith and Joy Outreach International. Bank name Metro Bank. Account number 26891639. Sort code 230580. Nigeria account name Light of Faith and Joy International. Bank name FCMB. Account number 4528359012. Contact details +447961360585 +2347036706218 +2348023441746 +23480521416. Website lfjoutreachinternational.com. Email light.of.faith.n.joy.outreach@gmail.com. Facebook Light of Faith and Joy Outreach. Note this, that the second visit will be at Shagam on 28th of June 2018. Let's come together to do it. Light of Faith and Joy Outreach International presents 2018 Outreach Event.
Hello, thank you very much to yet another program again on Noble People Television. My name is Bernadette. I've got lovely gentlemen here with me. They're from Awol, UK. All walks of life. I've got the chairman. They're going to introduce themselves anyway. Thank you very much. I know you've been watching Business Surgery. This is Business Surgery on Noble People Television. I'm Bernadette Tabu. With my lovely guests, they're going to introduce. Yes, Mr. Chairman, introduce yourself and then.
Thank you very much, Bernadette. My name is Hassan Kumar and I'm the chairman of Awol UK.
And my name is Adams Bengura, former vice chair of Awol UK.
And my name is Meadow White, Chief Auditor of Awol UK.
Wow, wow, wow. We've got a very good team here with us, and we hope you're going to sit back and relax and listen to what they're going to tell you about Awol UK. What's Awol UK about? Because most people say, what's Awol UK? So they're going to tell you about their group. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Yes, thank you for thank you for having us today. Awol UK is, as the acronym Awol, is all walks of life. So it's basically it was during the inception in 2009. it's like-minded young Sierra Leoneans come together with the sole purpose to give back to society. So basically, what we do is we stretch our hands to the less privileged and the needy in Sierra Leone, and we try as best as possible, and also to support the government of the day with relations to education and health. Hello, Mr. Adams, you want to touch?
Yes, Mr. Adams.
Yes, well, in addition to what the chairman has just said, it was back in 2009 that Awol UK was founded here in the UK, and it was formally launched in 2010, and we're a cross-section of Sierra Leone, as the acronym implies, all walks of life. We've got all facets of people in society that you will find them in Awol UK. That is to say, you've got from the cleaner downwards up to the doctor, up to the lawyer. They are all within Awol UK. But going forward, of course, we are now a global body. We've got Awol Sierra Leone, which is a parent body. So whatever it is that we do in this part of the world, we are working in collaboration with our colleagues around the world into ensuring that we can give back to society. And when we say give back to society, it's not just us giving back to Sierra Leone, where the bulk of our membership has come from, but also here in the UK, we try as much as we can to ensure that the communities within which Awol UK exists benefit from our charitable objectives, which is to give back to society. And over the last couple of years, we've been doing that. We've done that. That at every occasion, once we have our annual fundraising event, which we'll be having by the end of this weekend, which is on Saturday, the 30th of June. And the purpose of this event mostly is to recognize Sierra Leoneans who have done exceptionally well in whatever field that they find themselves in this part of the world. And also to recognize friends of Sierra Leone. You must understand that as a country, we've got people who they've got that's kind of either bilateral or multilateral relationship with the people of Sierra Leone. It can range from the UK government, where we are, or business partners, people who go to Sierra Leone and then invest to ensure that Sierra Leone benefits from whatever it is they're taking there. So that's the essence of what we do. Our annual awards program is to recognize those talents of Sierra Leoneans in this part of the world who have done exceptionally well, and also to bring together those people, because sometimes the essence of bringing those people together is the fact that there could be somebody out there who's done exceptionally well, but they are not known to our community here in the UK. So that's the essence why Awol UK will always have this annual achievement awards program, to bring out those people and have them introduced to our compatriots, friends of Sierra Leone, to say, oh, we've got a sister who works at XYZ section. That sister has done exceptional well. We've got a brother who's done XYZ. That brother has done exceptionally well. So that's the essence of our awards program, to ensure that we recognize those multi-talents that we have in this part of the world.
Yes. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, everyone. That you know on television. You're going to tell you more about what they do. Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I know you work with all walks of life, and you've got an event coming up.
Yeah.
However, when not the annual event, do you normally do like monthly program or quarterly program in the UK?
In the UK, not at the moment, but we do support other organizations and other groups that are actually doing events during the course of the year. Because we have to be mindful, because it's not only about us. There are some organizations that have got events that are coming up, and to have that tolerance within the society, what we do is we have our events, and then we look at those that are coming up, and it's the same. It's sort of the same motive to give back to society. Then we'll go in and support them. You know, with regards to this year's event, it's quite exciting because we have an award that is going to be given out to youth that have been in serious issues before, and they've turned their life around and come forward and doing exceptionally well. And these are Sierra Leonean kids, and you know, with all these gunfights and knife and everything else, you still find Sierra Leoneans that are actually coming out of that and making a good name for themselves and actually turning around to go to the right path. So we actually acknowledging them, and like my former vice chair was saying, we, as the acronym goes, all walks of life, we look at different sectors that have actually made a difference in that particular year and try and recognize them.
Wow, that's really great, because you've done great work, and I have seen you even when the election was coming up. You had like a non-violence appeal to Sierra Leoneans, so because normally I tell people on my program, I will not bring people unless I know what exactly they do. And I know you've done that one, which I was fortunate to be part of. Yeah, so thank you very much. Let me see, there are lots of people greeting us. We've got Madam Yetunde saying hi. Hello, Madam Yetunde, thank you very much for watching us. Madam Victoria saying hello, ma. Hello, Madam Victoria, thank you very much. Miss Soye, Madam Soye saying good evening, good evening everyone, good evening. Awol UK, you're welcome to Noble People. We've got good evening everyone that is watching. We've got Awol Williams is watching. Everyone that is watching, thank you very much for joining us on Noble People. And we're going to talk about this program. It's Awol UK. We've got the big guys in the house. You know, when you get big guys, you have to give them the compliment, because it's so funny when you award people who normally award Awol UK. Because sometimes it's good to give back to society, but who is giving back to Awol? So sometimes you need to get someone who is doing it. That's why we brought Awol UK here, because they're doing a great work and we really appreciate what they're doing. So if you are out there, give them a thumbs up, because people need to recognize them as well. It's not them only recognizing all the Sierra Leoneans, which is a great work. Because when you work at the end of the year, you expect an award, or you expect someone to say thank you, an appreciation. So that's exactly what they're doing, and that's their job. Yes, Mr. Mohammed, over to you.
I just want to say some of our charity events that we do, because people say, Awol UK, what do you do with the proceeds that you got from your event?
Yeah.
And recently, we have Baby Mustafa,
yes, ma'am,
which we part sponsor for. Do you heard about Baby Mustafa?
Yes, I did.
So which we part sponsor, and then for the operation, but people are reluctant to know about that. All they do is like just ask us, oh, Awol UK, what you guys do? Even when we tell them, they say, oh, you don't do enough this and that and this, something like that. But we are really doing, at home and abroad, we are really trying our best. And then on the 30th of June, we have our event. After our event, and then the proceed as well is going to charity as well, another cause as well. So it's like, if you want to know about Awol UK, please go to the website and read our charitable event.
And what's the website, please?
It's awoluk.net.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, you're going to speak a little bit louder for me. Okay. I know it's summer, but you're going to speak a little bit louder for me, please, so that my audience will hear you. Yeah. And I know you're doing nomination. One of my viewers, Mr. Adebayo of Access, how long have Awol UK been in existence?
Since 2009, actually, and we've been doing the awards starting 2010 upwards, and this is our 7th annual Achievement Awards.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, it's recognizing and also celebrating the achievement of Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans, the Friends of Sierra Leone, and for their work that they've been doing. And you know, people don't celebrate others that much. You know, they rather talk about people. But when we see talents and we see people doing so much in the society, and we come out and appreciate them and celebrate them, telling them keep doing what you're doing, because it's making a difference. And that's an incentive for other people as well that are pretty much doing the same thing, but are probably in a different line, but they're doing something to make an impact in society. And those people will have their turn to be recognized as well. But it's a good thing when somebody is doing something, you tap them on the back.
So well done, you've done it well. So
right.
it makes them, it motivates them to do more.
That's right.
Which is really, really good. And because last year, was it last year you awarded Sami?
Yes,
yes.
Sami is the youngest Sierra Leonean. I think it's about 15, 16 years old.
Less than that.
Less than that, I think.
Less than
yeah.
that.
And he is the first youngest Sierra Leonean that has had a MOBA award in the UK here. And now at the moment he's working alongside Eddie Selbo. And he's a great talent.
And I think one of the importance of Sami's award is the fact that the movie that Sami was featured into, that movie had a great story. The story behind that movie was as a result of the Nigerian kid, Damilolu Taylor, who was killed sometime here in the UK several years ago. I think it was between the ages of 10 and 11 when that boy was stabbed. Eventually people needed to tell Damilola's story, and Sami was the best suited person at the particular time in his school when they had gone for the rehearsal. And fortunately for us, Sami happens to be a child of a Sierra Leonean parent.
Wow.
So eventually we needed to bring Sami forward just so we can have Sami as an inspiration to other Sierra Leonean kids in this part of the world, to say, oh, that's Sami. His parents are from Sierra Leone. He's been recognized by one of his own, which is Awol UK. I think if I decide to take the right path and then become somebody of an say like Sami's status, I think that's an opportunity for me also to be recognized. Like the chairman earlier on said, we've got kids who have come in conflict with the law here in the UK. They've turned around, they've chosen a better path of their life. Some of them are devout Muslims and Christians. We'll be bringing those people, those youth forward to recognize them and say to other kids who are yet to see the light, to say, oh, if this person can have a turnaround and then decides to make good of his life, and now society is recognizing him, I think I can also do the same thing.
That's right.
That's the essence of us recognizing those kids who have come in conflict with the law and they are now reformed, so they can serve as a role model. Because we are not only recognizing them, but we will also be giving them an ambassadorial status. So they will be going out there and then start enlightening other kids, just so we can minimize the rate of violence between our Sierra Leonean community in this part of the world. And also, in addition to some of the activities that we do, as my colleague earlier on said, there are so many things that we do at Awol UK and also within our global body. You may, of course, aware of the mudslide issue when we had the mudslides. So what we did at the time was the fact that we came together as a global body and we donated the sum of 100 million leones to the charity appeals fund that was opened by the previous government. And at the time it was the Vice President, then Victor Fo, who was heading that charity appeals program. Yeah. We donated that. Because what we also do is that at Awol is that we complement government efforts. Yeah. Which is why government in, government out, we seem to be working with every other government. Because, you know, we are apolitical. That doesn't mean to say we do not have people who've got political interests within us. Of course they are, but when you're within Awol, you find yourself in that confines of Awol, you should stay neutral on the activities of Awol. Outside of Awol, you can pursue whatever it is that you're pursuing. But and also, of course, during the course of the Ebola, we also led a UK appeal, and that we reach out to other organizations, we partner with them. Outside of our own personal donations, which we sent as a group, we also partner with UK groups, just so we can have a broader approach to helping our people back in Sierra Leone. As in the case of Baby Mustafa, when the appeal was put out, we saw the need for us as a charity to see how much can we do to help save a child. So we came together, we raised some amount of money, and then we sent it back home. And the good news is the fact that thanks to everybody who donated to the Baby Mustafa appeal, his surgery has been done and it went successfully, and the kid is recuperating perfectly well. So those are some of the achievables that Awol UK has been involved in.
And also to add to what our former Vice Chair is saying, we also looked at during the Ebola, one of the hospitals down in Kisi area was burnt down. So we actually spent a lot of money out there to actually refurbish the hospital and bring it back up. And there are a couple of schools that we've actually renovated when we just started. Around 2011, 2012, we had a school that was actually dilapidated, and actually the former vice chair was actually back in Freetown as they were some of the members that actually went to look at the school and making sure that the children are going to a much more conducive and a much more healthy looking school, because some of the schools didn't have any chairs or tables or anything. So we made sure that the school is much more in a better shape. And it's, you were saying earlier that people should recognize us and stuff like that. You know, when the fun or the pleasure we get in these things is that when we go back home and look at what we've done, or visited things, go to those schools and go to those hospitals, and you see how people are getting treated, and it's because of our generous work. You feel really fulfilled knowing that you're doing something to change someone's life, and it's incredible when you look at the kids and they come up to you and they really recognize the fact that you've helped them and they're in a much better environment, much better school at the moment. It's really fulfilling.
That's really, really great. Before I go on to my next question, I'm going to actually people are watching you live online. Thank you very much for watching Noble People Television. My name is Bernadette. Because someone have asked a question, they don't know because they would have joined in late, so they don't know your names and your positions or which role you play in Awol. So that's why I'm going to introduce myself and introduce the guest. My name is Bernadette. Maybe you've seen me, maybe you haven't seen me. If you haven't seen me yet, my name is Bernadette Abu. I'm the host and the Noble presenter for today on business surgery. So with me, I've got executive of Awol UK, which means all walks of life. And they're going to introduce themselves so that I don't get it wrong. I don't want to be fined.
My name is Hassan, Hassan Kamal, and I'm the chairman and the present chairman of Awol UK.
And my name is Adams Bengura, former vice chair of Awol UK and a current member of the advisory council.
My name is Mary White, chief auditor, Awol UK.
Wow, chief auditor. Before I go to the next question you've asked me, I will ask the chief auditor. So you audit the organization?
Oh yeah, I audit the finance of the organization, the incomings and outgoings of the organization. Okay. So we stay afloat.
So do you have checks and balance?
Oh yeah,
when you come to auditing, then I think I'm in place to ask this question. So do you have? How often do you do the audit?
The audit we do audit. Let me say, I can say at any time, but normally quarterly. But we can do audit at any time. Like chairman can call me
on the spot.
Yeah, chairman can call me and then just say, "Oh, Mary White, I want you to do this, do that, do that, do that, and then I just get up and go, and then do audit on the spot. But
do you do that audit based on chairman's order?
No, not
then
on chairman's order.
I'm beginning to think
No,
I
no,
need
no,
to
no, no.
audit the organization myself.
No, not exactly on chairman's order. I do my audit.
Yeah.
I do my audit, but sometimes if something is not clear,
yeah.
Chairman just say
there's a concern.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
When
understand.
chairman is concerned about anything,
yeah,
and then he just say, "Meanwhile, I want you to do this, do this, do this by this time, by this time." I said, "Okay, fine." I'll just go there.
Mr.
and do
Meadow,
what, yeah.
can I ask you another question? I'm
Yes.
not putting you on the spot. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
all.
trained and
That's
qualified auditor?
Oh, I'm learning.
All right, no
with
worries.
With the help of everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. That will bring me to another question.
Yes.
Let me ask the questions that people have got for you here. And someone is asking, can they ask you questions?
Sure.
They said yes, sure. So let me see who have asked. They said, Mrs. Madam say, thank you all for watching Noble People Television. We really appreciate you. Thank you very much for welcoming them, madam. Thank you, and we really appreciate all our noble staff, all our presenters that they're watching from far and abroad. Thank you very much that you're watching us. Thank you, Madam Vicky. We really appreciate your contribution. Madam Vicky said, good work. Here, see, you did well on Baby Mustafa. But mind you, there are many other babies suffering. Oh, yes, there are many other babies suffering, but mostly, when it comes to that, I will not answer for them. I'm going to hand the question back to them. I'm going to throw the question back to their house. But when it comes to things like that, it's not everyone that is going to be able to get help. Mostly, it's the one that come out. Because they're not going to be able to be searching. They've got an auditor, and when it comes to auditing, it's not going to be going house to house finding sick people. They audit their finances and all the resources. So they're not going to be looking for who needs the help. The people have to contact them for them to be able to help. So if you know any other person that needs that type of help, you need to contact Awol UK. But I will make them speak for themselves because I think they can speak better on that.
Yes, I think one thing our viewers got to understand is that, of course, we do appreciate the fact that there are so many other kids out there who needs help, just like Baby Mustafa's case. But the thing about Baby Mustafa was his was an exceptional circumstance that came at a particular time. You know, what we can do to help as an organization, when the need arises, we will give our help where the need arises, which is why we are partnering with the government to ensure that at least we have a better healthcare facilities, because that's what we need in Sierra Leone. You know, the essence of having people being flown out of Sierra Leone for particular surgery that could have been done in Sierra Leone, you know, it's not sustainable. To be very honest, it's not sustainable. So if we can partner with the government of Sierra Leone and see where we can help and ensure that we have a proper healthcare delivery system, and then I think we'll be willing to help in. But we won't guarantee that every other child that has got an emergency circumstance will be able to help. Of course, we will come in as and when, and where we think we are genuinely able to help, we will help.
Yeah.
So does that answer your question, Madam Charity Rogers? If that doesn't answer your question, you can PM them, and they might be able to elaborate more on that. But if the need arise, they will step up and do whatever they can within the means. I've got another question here for you. Ooh, this is a busy day. He said, do you give award, Mr. Adebayo, he said, do you give award to outside people? Mr. Adebayo, can you please clarify when you mean outside people?
I suppose
it's talking about people from different countries.
That's right.
Basically,
I want him to answer this.
Okay.
I want him to elaborate that as well. It's going to write a full sentence for me. I want to know, because we're still waiting. If it's Adebayo, if you're still watching, I hope you will be able to tell us. For why is they giving you the answer? If that answer doesn't justify what you asked, then you can carry on. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, basically, well, I'm not quite sure, but I think what he's trying to say is if we give awards to people from different countries, it's as long as they're Africans or probably here in the UK as well. What we actually do is we also have an award that is called Friends of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
And for that Friends of Sierra Leone, the criteria around that Friends of Sierra Leone for you to be able to achieve that award is the fact that you should have done something for the Sierra Leonean community either here or in Africa. And most of those awards are being, what we do is we go through to the embassy, the Sierra Leonean embassy. Yeah. The Sierra Leonean embassy would actually look at NGOs that have gone through them to sort of do something in Freetown that would help kids or whatever sector they're actually looking at, and then they will come up with a couple of names, and then we will do our research and see if genuinely they are. Not that we don't trust the Southern Embassy, of course we do. No, of course we do, but what we do is we follow through as well. And it's the same thing with all our awards that we do. We have an award committee that actually we will come up with names, and people will suggest names, and then we'll sit down in a meeting with the award committee. They're not from award, these are outside people.
So people are not even members of Awol,
exactly.
but there are community stakeholders within the Sierra Leonean community
and,
in the UK.
We'll sit down with them and we'll have that discussion. And probably they too will have a couple of ideas that they'll throw in as well. And we'll put all those in the mix, and then we'll come up with the better ones. We might not be as perfect as the award itself, but we try and do our best to make sure that people that are actually recognized or make the list of nominees have genuinely done well.
I've got another question here for you. Whoa. I said it's a busy day. Thank you very much, everyone that is watching. Thank you very much, Mr. Bernard Amalu. Thank you very much, Mr. Adebayo, and thank you for your contribution. Thank you, Madam Roger Charlton. Thank you very much. Thank you. Who else is watching here? We've got Sandra Samuels. We've got lots of people watching here. Everyone that is watching us, and local people, thank you very much. Stay tuned. You don't know what might come at the end. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. And we're not going on the break, so don't worry. I'm just going to ask them another few questions. I think that we're not expecting this, but it doesn't matter. It's your award. It's better you ask now than you complain after the award.
That's right.
Yeah, so
that's
it's better we create this platform for you to ask them more questions, which is great. He said, do you give an award based on merit or achievement? Please, this is very vital. This is a very vital question. Yes, thank you very much. I know it's a very vital question because people need to know.
Yeah.
And
do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to go first?
All of our awards are merit based.
okay.
Of course, we've got voting awards that the people get to decide who they think fit in that category. They've got to vote. We've got nothing to do with it, which is why we've got an awards committee who decides and then reports to us. All we are doing is collect the result that's been given to us, and then that's it. We go to print. So all of our awards are merit-based. And we've got exceptional awards that we give to people, which are achievement-based. That is to say, you've got a group of people who they've gone what you would call beyond the line of duty, over and above. They've done exceptionally well, you know, and these are people whom you may want to call as the motivators, people who will go out and then who you may want to emulate as an icon or a role model. So, oh, this person has done this, and I think if I could follow the footsteps of this person, I will be able to get closer to what he or she has achieved. We have a Sierra Leonean doctor who, over the years, very few people knew that he is one of the most qualified Sierra Leonean doctors in this part of the world. He's a young man, Dr. Ahmed Kamara. But for some reason, because I work within the medical field, I was doing the research, and then all of a sudden there's this name that popped up. And then I said, hang on a minute, that surname sounds like a surname that may have come from my area. Sent an email, got a reply, and then, eventually he was, a medical registrar. I went through his CV, and then I realized that In fact, he's even a graduate from Cambridge. But very few people knew about his successes.
Yeah.
So we reached out to him. He did reply, tried to see how we can reschedule a meeting with him. You know, I mean, gracefully to him, he organized a meeting. We sat down. We had so many things discussed. And to be fair to Awol and in some of the things that we do, here is a gentleman. All he ever wanted from his people is recognition. And on that particular day, that is to say, he has been doing so much, but he has never been recognized as to his, some of the things that he's been doing. He's involved into so many charitable activities back in Sierra Leone, to the point that he's helped mobilize doctors, foreign doctors in this part of the world, who have gone to Sierra Leone and help. And also, he is also a member of the King's College, King's Sierra Leone Partnership Foundation. He co-founded that, but not a lot of people knew about it.
No, even though I know the person you're talking personally, but I don't know all of this. I know he does lots of community work.
That's the thing.
But the background you're giving me.
That's the thing. That's the thing I'm telling you about. So he's that kind of a very quiet person.
Yeah, it does.
Until that particular day when we brought him out to the public, and then that's when so many people realized that, hang on a minute, is it him? Yeah. And he's been doing so much that nobody knew about him.
It's a very humble
So
guy.
that's what we do at Awol. We go out of our way to ensure that we bring out the very best within our community.
Yeah. It's a very humble guy.
I've got another question. Wow, this is a hot seat. I didn't tell you I brought them here for question time.
It's okay, it's fine.
This was question time.
In the mix of the question time.
I told you this was actually a business surgery. But anyway, this is actually what you do in the surgery. You question, you diagnose. Because I've got lots of questions here for you. Thank you very much.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the mix of all these questions, guys, we just hope that, this Saturday,
that's right.
we can come in person,
and
come and meet the team behind all this,
that's right.
and ask questions and meet us, and we would love to.
What do you have on Saturday?
We have our award ceremony. We'll have our award ceremony this Saturday.
It's a red carpet.
It's a red carpet event.
And it's the Oscar of Sierra Leone.
If you haven't been, try this Saturday because it's huge. There's nothing bigger in the Sierra Leonean community when it comes to award ceremony.
That's right.
This is the biggest it can get. And I know Nigerians, you do your thing, but come down to the Sierra Leonean facts and see what's happening this Saturday. We're here to answer your questions and also to encourage you to come up. We're all Africans. Let's join hands and be together and sort of in a very good atmosphere, because that's what we try to build. It's a very
asking question, and I've got even people that are receiving awards that are here.
No, okay.
I've got lots of people watching you.
That's right.
Kamish Bless said, do you vote or do you just give award to the people you know?
Okay.
Do people vote or do you just give to the... Okay, let me start again. He said, do people vote or you just give award to the people you know? That's a very good question.
Yeah, well, Mr. Adams, our vice chair, has just actually touched on that. But I'll go over it again. I'll reiterate. Basically, we have two sets of awards. Yeah. We have voting awards, which will be about 5-6 awards, which we have nothing to do with. We basically come up with the names, and then we sit down with our award committee, and then we decide those names and agree on them, and then we'll inform the individuals, the nominees that have been nominated, and then it's down to the public, the Sierra Leonean public, or whoever their fans are, to vote for them. So it's got nothing to do with us. And then at the end of the voting, then the voting ends actually this Wednesday. And then we'll do a count with a cross-section of the award committee, and then we'll go out to pray. And then we've got Awol awards, which are merits awards. And those awards are awarded to people that we will decide within the organization, after thorough research on what they've done. The likes of Mr. Ahmed,
that's right.
The doctor, the likes of Sami, that has a Marble Award, and so many other people in different fields, in different walks of life. We will look at those individuals, look at what they've done, and then we'll decide whether those awards will be given out. But that is called an Awol award, so it's down to us. Yeah, but there's a set of voting awards that will go out to the public for the public to vote on.
And that also includes the Friends of Sierra Leone award, which the High Commission here in the UK gets to give us names of people whom they think they had partnered with us over the last couple of years in Sierra Leone. So those are the kind of awards. We don't just take names, but at every stage when we give out those awards, trust me, if you are there, you will appreciate that particular person, because it will be somebody that will stand out. And also, in addition to that, last year, we gave one of that award to another Sierra Leonean, but this time around, it's a Sierra Leonean who has served in the UK armed forces. Okay. And is also a son of a particular Sierra Leonean, whose father was a mayor of Southwark. Yeah. His son was one of those people who went with the British contingent to help save lives in Sierra Leone during the Ebola crisis. He was right at the forefront, but not too many people also knew about it. So we went out of our way. We did a research about him, and then we brought him. We brought him home, I will say, to the Sierra Leonean community.
And it was quite appreciated to see him in his uniform and stuff.
That's right. He was wearing his naval uniform, and people appreciated it. Yeah. So those are the kind of exceptional awards that we give. We don't just give for the namesake. We gave it to people who truly deserves it.
Yeah. And for the record, we don't award our friends or family. Yeah. We award if you have done extremely well, please let Awol know about you, and then we will recognize you, or we will put you up for voting award.
Yeah. Depending on the category.
Yeah.
Someone said, Karen Amara is asking, she happened to be my sister.
That's right.
She's asking me because she owns a charity in Scotland. She said, Awol UK, how comes you have never identified people like us in Scotland? So, in as much as it's Awol UK, they're looking at it like it's just people that live in London that are actually being recognized. And people that, because if it's UK, they're expecting people from Ireland, from Wales, people that are doing, the Sierra Leoneans doing other things in that part.
Yeah. Yes. Which is why we keep saying to people at every stage of our event, if you know somebody out there whom you think is doing exceptional work in a particular circumstance or in a particular category, bring them forward to us. We are grateful to that particular person for asking that question. Unfortunately, we may not be aware of every other person out there who is doing work. So which is why we are appealing to the public to bring in us names, give us names as to people whom are doing well. A couple of years ago, we awarded somebody who won the charity award of the year. That person was out of London, I think somewhere in Southampton or so.
But it's actually still England.
Yeah. I understand it. What I'm saying is it's out of London, I'm trying to say.
No, this is England.
That's right. I appreciate that. Yes.
But it's England. Well, they're looking, if it's UK,
that's right.
They comprise of
that's right.
Ireland,
that's
Scotland.
She's absolutely right.
She's absolutely right.
She's absolutely right. So what we are saying now, we are saying now, going forward, if you know of any other person out there within the UK who's doing exceptional work in the categories she mentioned, let us know. Please feel free to inbox us or contact your very self, and you will forward those names for us. And we will do the research. And then we'll take it on from there.
And also, you can go to our website because there's a message page on there.
That's right, on our website.
Write whatever you have to write with regards to people doing well, and then just send it off to us.
It's awoluk.net.
We like looking at these sort of feedbacks. We like taking feedbacks on what we do, and the fact that you guys are coming up with this is really interesting. So I'm actually visualizing next year's event.
Yes,
it's looking good.
Yes, that's
right. Looking good. From this point on, I can see that, and we appreciate your point.
That's
and
right.
maybe when they're doing events if you want to be recognized when you do an event, contact them as well.
Yep.
You can tag Awol UK. I will vow for them because I know on their page anyone can post.
Yeah.
They don't have restriction to who can post on their page. Tag them when you do events.
That's right.
Let it be something that they can see. That they can see your achievement.
Yeah.
Because it's good to blame people for what on your own part, what contribution have you made for Awol to be aware of what you're
That's
doing.
right. And if there's a need for us to partner with you, if you feel the need for us to partner with you, let us know. We will reach out and then see where we can create a partnership. Yeah. That's all we do.
Okay, is it this panel of people who choose the charity to dip? Hold on, there's a spelling mistake here, but just hold on with me, let me read it properly, and Shiva apologized for the spelling and for the grammar mistake. This panel of people who choose the charity, do they know how much or whether the charity they choose to win the award are genuine or truly doing charity work? Okay, I will rephrase it.
That's why I see where the person is coming from.
Yes.
I can understand.
How basically they're trying to say with the charity, or with, if they give you names to say, oh, this charity is doing this or this charity is doing that, how do you actually verify that they're actually truly charity?
Okay. Before the chairman comes in, there are several ways we do verifications. We don't just put you up for a voting award or for a recognition by just the mere name calling. That you own a charity, and then so that gives you the right for us to put you up. No, we don't. You give us a name. We do our own research.
Yeah.
We do our own research, either here or wherever it is that you're doing your charitable activities. Okay. We will send people there. We will gather information. We will investigate. And if we think that you're meeting that basic criteria, and then you could be considered in the category that that person is talking about, which is a charity category. We've got several charitable organizations that falls within that category. Every one of them we do a research on before your name eventually becomes a nominee. And then it's up to the people now for them to vote for whom they think should be the charity of the year. That's all we do. But we don't just put names for the name's sake.
That's another good question, because I'm into events, and when it comes to charity, I'm into events and I attend lots of charity events or lots of events around when it comes to African events or Sierra Leone event. But when it comes to nomination, mostly it's people that know them that vote. I think they're trying to say, does it depend on the charity of the year? They're looking at it that it should depend on the type of work they've done, not who knows them.
Well, it's not only about that. It's about them selling themselves what they have done. Because we got those information, we investigate them. So are the people that are going to vote for them. If you're doing wonderful work and you're keeping it to yourself, you're not letting people know,
it becomes difficult for
exactly.
That's right.
And if you're only giving it to few people and not spreading it, now the world of social media is making a huge impact. If you stretching your hands, let people know you stretching your hands. So when the name pops up, they'll say, "Oh, I've seen that girl. I've seen that work they've done," because they post it on Facebook or they post it on WhatsApp. Yeah, they're doing absolutely well. I'm going to vote for them because I believe in them. And that's it's not only about us doing your publicity. You should be publicizing yourself and actually letting people know what you're doing.
So if you actually do events, which mostly, because I've seen the charity, I've gone through Awol UK website, and I've seen the charity that actually they put there. I know all of the charity, the genuine charity, definitely. And I know they do some work. I've either been invited to one of the programs. I don't attend all the programs, don't worry, I'm sometimes busy. But I see most programs that are organized by Sierra Leoneans. So I know these are genuine people. It's not like anyone just giving names, and they've actually contributed to the Sierra Leonean society. So someone say, let me read Tabi. Let me read her question. Tabi Moore said, can people still nominate names as well?
Well, the nominations have closed, but like I said, we have a message box, a message section on the website. If you think somebody is doing something great, and you think they're doing a wonderful job out there, just send us an email saying there's a charity in Scotland doing wonderful things. They've done A, B, and C, and they're still doing this, and these are the targets. And then we will go out and research those. And when we put those nominees out, we'll obviously discuss it with the award committee and said we've got award from a lady that I've actually suggested, and also nominated an organisation that is doing extremely well down in Scotland. And we've done our research, and we think they're doing fantastically well, and we want to see if can we discuss whether they make the nominees for this year. And if the work falls within the criteria that we're looking for, then obviously it does go. And we will inform them that you've been nominated, and so please go ahead and spread the news to people and let them know what you're doing so they can vote for you. And we will invite them into the event, because we don't disclose the winners until the day for the event. And we will appreciate if everybody comes to the event, and then there and then we'll pop up a surprise.
Anxiously wait for you.
and also, in addition to what the chairman has just said, even though our nomination has closed for this year, but if you know of somebody out there or a charity out there that has done exceptionally well, we may not be able to give them an award this year, but if you can bring them in on the day of our event, I think what we will do, we will recognize them into the Sierra Leonean public and let the people know that these are the charitable activities that this particular organization is doing. Okay. So we invite that person to come on the 30th at the Royal Regency Hall at Manor Park. Come and partner with us. Give us a resume of activities of what that particular person or charity has done, and we will ensure that they be recognized on that particular night. We will do that.
And also to add to what my vice chair just said, it's £50.
Yes.
£50 to come in, and the gate opens at 7 o'clock. We're going to be having champagne reception. Basically, all our guests that are coming in, the special guests, the nominees, the artists, and also the public is also invited to come in around about 7:30. We'll be having champagne reception upstairs, and then 9 o'clock we'll all come downstairs to the main auditorium where the main program will start. And obviously, once it starts, we're looking at running the program within 2 hours.
That's
and
right.
Then, you know, we can meet and greet, and people will enjoy themselves, and the dance floor will be open.
Wow, that's great. That's lovely. I'm looking forward to attend.
Great.
So, if you want to see me in person, come to Awol UK.
That's right.
And give us the address of the event.
It's at the Royal Regency down in Manor Park, and you can't miss it. It's a massive, massive building. And once you come off the station and you ask for Royal Regency, it's just straight down the road. And yeah, that's the place to be this weekend, Saturday.
This Saturday, don't miss it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, and you're going to see lots of Sierra Leoneans and lots of friends of Sierra Leoneans.
And also, can I just also add the fact that we will be having an after party. We're having an after party on Sunday.
That's right.
At the Nollywood nightclub. Everybody is invited, free of charge. Come in and enjoy yourself. There'll be free barbecue, and you can meet and greet Sierra Leoneans. I love to see a lot of Nigerians that are watching the program at the moment. Just in case you have Sierra Leoneans, I mean, if you guys have got questions and you want to sort of partner with us, or you want to sort of get a feel of what we do, come this weekend and you know, meet some of the guys and then have a chat, and you know, we can build from there.
And to our fans, please be on time so we can start early and finish early.
That's a message from the auditor himself.
That's right.
Yes.
Please just come on time. What the ticket says, come on that time. You'll get everything that you want and need.
Yeah.
We're waiting to amaze you.
What?
Entertainment.
That's
is
my question.
paramount.
That's exactly my question. You just cut it off for me. Exactly my question.
Yeah.
What exactly are they expecting? on that day? I know they're going to receive awards, which is great.
Yeah.
But what else do they get apart from just sitting down? The next winner is this. The next award goes to Miss X.
Yeah.
Apart from that, what else? What excitement are they expecting?
There will be three. There will be 3 performances in between the awards.
Okay.
And those performances, I can guarantee you, are going to turn that place over.
Wow.
And be rest assured, there will be some rocketing in that building on that night. And after the performances, obviously in between the performances, say 4 awards on a performance, another 4 awards on a performance, and another 4 awards on a performance, and then by then we would have actually exhausted all the awards, and then we'll do a vote of thanks, and then the floor will be open. So it depends on how you want to shape that night, how comfortable you are to actually party until the morning hours. So it's going to be a fun night.
So don't wait to be told. Please come to Awol UK. Make it a date with Awol UK on the 30th of June, 2018.
This Saturday.
This Saturday coming.
And also, we'll be giving you a timeline activities of the charitable events that we've involved in over the last couple of years. Yeah. Just so you know that as you come to partner with us, we are also accountable to you as per Charity Commission's rules, that we give events of what we are doing with the money. We don't just ask you to pay £50 because we want you to look good on the night, but also to let you know that there are good causes that particular money is going into.
Someone actually asked that question. Kamish Bless said, all the funds you guys get, what do you do with the funds in terms of building Mama Salon?
Well, again, I could just revert back to say an easier way for you to actually know what we do is going back to the website, which is awoluk.net. Every little timeline is there on what we've done. But since our inception in 2010, we've done schools, we've done hospitals, we've worked with the government.
Scholarships.
We've given scholarships. We've worked with the government with regards to the Ebola, the mudslide.
Healthcare material supplies.
The recent one is Baby Mustafa. We keep stretching our hands. At the moment, the global body, the Global Awol, is actually building a school from scratch.
That's right.
A primary school in Gundama. And the reason for that building to come up was the fact that June 16, when Awol goes out for the Day of the African Child, we actually sponsor kids and give them food and make sure we have like meetings with the kids and getting them to
understand what that day is all about.
And when the global team went to that particular part of the countryside, which is called Gundama, they realized that the kids were actually studying in the mosque. So when the time was closed by for the prayers to happen, the kids comes out and then they'll pray and then the kids go back in. God bless our godfather, who is, may his soul rest in peace, is no more today, and he's one of those very inspirational human being that all he does is all he lived for was to give back to society. And he said to the team, we have to build a school here, because this can't keep happening. This is where we're building a school. We're not doing it in Freetown, we're not doing it in McKinney, no, we're doing it here in this community that we saw what we saw here today. That school is in operation at the moment. We're getting it up to finishing level at the moment, and we're extremely proud of the fact that it didn't happen in Freetown, but it happened somewhere where people, not in a million years they would think there would be a school of that magnitude in
where it's needed most.
Exactly.
And that's the man that says, if you're born poor, you don't need to die poor.
That's right.
So basically, that's why he actually educates people so that you cannot die poor.
Yeah.
So which is a good inventor. So we really appreciate what you're doing, and thank you very much for watching. Whosoever is watching, we've got your nominees here. They're saying, I've got people watching from all over, and They are asking lots of questions. I've got Sierra Leoneans, I've got Jamaicans, I've got different types. I've got Ugandans, Nigerians, different. Because actually I posted it on another site, which is actually Africans in diaspora.
That's right.
So, which they're watching you. This is not just Sierra Leone.
This is a personal invite to all of you watching to come down this Saturday and walk with us. And have a fantastic time. And you can ask all the questions you want to ask. I mean, there will be 25 of us. The membership is 25. Trust me, there will be somebody there that you will speak to. And we're not going to be very difficult to find because we all wearing pretty much the same thing. So it'll be easy for you to find members and also myself and the rest of this crew and so many more. Unfortunately, we couldn't come with a lot of the members today. Everybody's itching to come and say a few words about this exciting journey that we're on. But yeah, it'll be fun to see people from different countries to come over and see what we do as Sierra Leoneans.
For the benefit of the people that don't know Awol UK, do you have women in your organization?
Yes, that's right.
Definitely. Before my viewers start thinking, is this a man's band or what? Do you actually have women?
Yes, we do have women. As a matter of fact, we have 6 women, didn't we?
Okay.
That's right.
So
6 women.
It's not a boys' band.
And unfortunately, one of them is running late.
Okay.
She wasn't feeling too well, but she wanted to come down here today. And hopefully another time she will come in. But we do have women. We're very, should I say...
we're the all walks of life.
Exactly.
So you must expect women to be there.
Very inclusive.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes even when it comes to state things, Africans like putting men only. I'm not a female activist, but we're just like trying to find out.
And you'll be very pleased to actually know as well that 5 of those women are in the executive.
Yeah.
So they're at the top end of Awol UK.
How do people join Awol UK?
Well, like I said, it's all walks of life. If you've got the same mindset,
to
the
give
drive
to society,
yeah,
you're all welcome to come in. But actually, we do have a vetting. Obviously, we will vet people. We do some screening, and also the same way we do in awards, we'll do a research and see genuinely if you're coming in to give back to society, or you're just coming in because of the namesake or whatever it is.
And as much as we appreciate working with everybody, we are also mindful of the fact that we don't want spoilers to come in.
Yes.
So you hear, if you're there, they don't want bad apples. So if you're there, you want to give back to society. Maybe you're a Sierra Leonean that is doing something great, and you think, okay, I want to work with the best. So you can join Awol UK. You can contact them on awol.net.
awoluk.net. You can drop us an email and
or you can Facebook us.
Just to add to what the chairman have just said, please don't expect any financial award or reward.
You see, that's the auditor. This man talks nothing about the money. So look at it, and that's his place, and that's his role. He's doing it right. I can see. I will not go and audit them. I can guarantee you're doing a good job. So, that's really good because people need to know that people want to join organization because they think, okay, if I go there, I'll benefit financially. Yeah. So it's not something you're benefiting. It's something that you can actually contribute to inspire others, to encourage others, or to motivate other people.
The saying of our Godfather is you give, and expect nothing back in return.
What's the name of your Godfather?
The late Ambassador Jibril Santigi Mosi Fadika.
May his soul rest in peace. Shiba Concept is watching it. I think she was actually one of your, what do we say, last year.
Yeah, she's been actually wonderful in the community. She's always patronizing and always in and around other organizations doing stuff. And she's got a business of her own as well, African clothing, and she's actually a community champion. She's doing absolutely wonderful. It's the likes of those people that we actually call up and say, you know what, we're watching what you're doing, and well done. And she was actually one of our sponsors last year as well. And
and also she was also one of the facilitators when we had Ebola. You know, when we call a general, how do you call it, march down to Downing Street. She was there. She collaborated with Awol. Yeah. We worked together in the name of Sierra Leone. So, she's one very good patriotic Sierra Leonean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. And we've got Sweet Bonita Sweet says, Awol never looked after their guests. So for me and most of my friends will not be going there. Oh, don't worry. It's going to be different this year. I will vow for them. You see, for me, when I vow for someone, I think then I'll trust them enough. They're going to look after you. We know there are lots of people. This time they're going to put extra on. It's really good that you said it now.
No, but for me, what I wanted to say is, first of all, I appreciate your feedback.
That's right.
And I want to thank you for being bold enough to say that. It is never our intention to bring people in there and not being able to look after them. Yeah. But I guarantee you, it will never happen again. Yes. We will try as best as possible. We're only human. We will try as best as possible to make sure everyone is being looked after. And if not, please continue to give us your feedbacks about areas that you have concerns about, and we do appreciate your suggestions as well. But thank you for your feedback, and we want to thank you as well for coming to that for coming to our event. Even though you had not so good reception according to experience, as you said, but I promise you, a lot of people have had brilliant experiences in our events, and at some point you will find it in your heart to forgive us and give us
saying that.
Sierra Leone who have an organization. So I'm surprised you're saying that, but Sweet Bonita.
No, saying that. I think I also understand. I also understand where she is coming from.
Yeah.
Over the years, what has happened is the fact that unfortunately we've had some of our guests. By the time they come in, a lot of our services would have finished by then.
Yeah.
Some people won't get there probably until 2 in the morning. Okay. And about 2:30 in the morning. That's right. So eventually, by the time you get in, you won't be able to meet into the services that had been provided for other people. So this is why we've been having that particular feedback. And what we can say to you, please don't just give up yet. This is about Sierra Leone. Yes, you may have not so good experience, which hand on heart, we apologize to you, but please don't just give up. Come, it's about Sierra Leone, and this time around, make sure you come a little bit on time. We will appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then you just come on time, and then I'll ask you for feedback the next day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be a good one. But anyway, food is being served at 9:30 because, like I said, the champagne reception would start at 7:30. Everybody upstairs having a champagne and also having a one-to-one with other people, meet and greet and relaxed in a relaxed atmosphere. And then we'll all come downstairs by 9 o'clock. And then 9:30 food is served, and we're looking at 10:30 to start the awards, and hopefully get it wrapped up and boxed by say 12 o'clock. And then we've got 3.5 hours to shake it. And trust me, I'll walk around that night and I'll be asking people for feedback. I'm pretty sure they're going to give me a good one.
Okay, so please come on time, because when you say things like that, for us to really actually tell them that, oh, you haven't done well, we need to give them another chance. Come there, be there on time, so that they will have no excuse this time.
That's right.
They might not say, oh, because we start the program late. So be there on time, 7 to the dot. Be there, Sweet Bonita. Come with all these ladies. I know you have a very good organization. Come with all these ladies. We're looking forward to host you there, and we're looking forward to give you the best service that you expect. 5-star. So don't worry. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great night. This year is going to be something different. They're going to put up something you've never actually expected them to do. They're bringing it with a style. So come down there on the 30th of June, 2018, next Saturday to be precise.
This Saturday.
this Saturday coming, this Saturday, not next, this Saturday coming. So come down, and it will be a night that you will never forget. You will forget the whole thing. You know when they say forget about the former things? So you forget about the former thing, and you remember all the good things, so you see?
That's right. That's right.
So now let me see, because we've pressured these people so much with asking them questions. Dixon, someone is watching you all the way from actually Belgium. That's where I live.
Okay.
They're watching you all the way from Belgium, so it's an international platform you are in. So every promise we make, we're actually going to keep to our promises.
And actually, before you ask that question, our sister organization, which is Awol Continental Europe, will be coming up with their event in Belgium this year, in Antwerp. So we're going to be there as well. So,
that's right.
In October, I think it's, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I don't want to put a number to it, but it's in October. I think it's the first week in October that they'll be having the event, and we'll be down there as well. So if that person is not coming to our event, we'll hopefully support our sister organization that will be having their the event in Antwerp. So
yeah. And he's actually a footballer of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
He's a former footballer from Sierra Leone.
Okay. Okay.
So we want to see as one of the ambassadors,
Yeah.
or someone who can mentor people.
That's
there.
right. That's right.
Hello, Malingwe. Thank you very much for watching us here in London. Someone is watching you all the way. Another person from Glasgow, actually, Edwin. Thank you very much, brother Edwin. Thank you very much for watching this program, and we hope you enjoyed it. So, whoa, I've got another long thing. Let me see if I can read it. Exactly, Bali, that is what everyone thinks. Instead of contributing, most charity take the money they had to sponsor their charity. They do not get sponsors at all. That would have led to one of the questions which Mr. Adebayo asked, where do you get your money from, or your funding from? Do you get UK fundings?
No, not really. We don't have, we have sponsors. Some sponsors will sort of donate to the cause, but it's mainly from our events, and also from the dedicated members.
Is it that you don't like sponsors? You just like being rich and posh?
No. Because everything we do have, we give back. We don't sort of keep anything. So we would. This is the only event we do in the year. And we want to make sure that this is sustainable and is continued for the rest of the time that we're able to actually hold on to the organization, which I think for me is forever, because we appreciate and we like what we do, because we're touching people's life and we're making a difference in the society. So with regards to funding, we'll appreciate people coming forward, sponsoring the organization, and also look at what we do. And if you believe in us, and you want to come aboard this journey with us, it's a challenging but very exciting journey, because the excitement comes when you actually go back to Freetown and you look at the eyes of the kids that you've actually touched their lives, and the excitement in them, that's what pleases us. So with regards to funding, we've not been lucky yet for someone to actually donate a few $100,000 to us, but we continue to, we believe in ourselves, and we believe in what we do, and we believe in the event that we're making. And also a shout out to most of the sponsors that actually believe in our cause and go on and support us, because that's the only way we actually do it.
And Abi Kala is watching you all the way from America. Welcome, Abi. Thank you very much for watching.
And in addition to the sponsorship also, you know, in this part of the world, it's quite difficult for you to source out, you know, corporate sponsorship. Unlike you know, back in Africa, you have all these big companies or INGOs coming to sponsor you. We keep trying. 90% of our events are self-sponsored by our membership every year. Somebody may want to think that, oh, we're getting money from XYZ organization. No, we're not. It's just a few individual businesses, you know, small businesses within our community, those people who continue to believe in what we do. They have seen firsthand as to what we do with the proceeds that we get in every year. So they continue to believe in us. And our membership also continue to believe in what they do, which is to give back to society. And the only fulfillment that we get as members of Awol is the fact that we are touching lives. We are saving lives. We are reaching out to people whom we think we are better off That's the only fulfillment we're getting. And that, for me, it matters most.
And to also back up my vice chair on giving back to society, even the sponsors that are sponsoring us, what we've actually done is to show our appreciation and thanks to them. We actually come up with a magazine that we do not sell, but we promote their business through those magazines, and those magazines don't only operate here in the UK. When we go to our sisters event, like in the US, continental Europe, Australia,
and in
Freetown, we take those magazines. So your business is being spread out all over the world, and we also do it electronically, which we started this. We did that last year, but we sort of put so much weight on it as well this year that we'll be sending the magazine electronically to people, and if you're a sponsor, and that's one of the ways that we actually show our appreciation to you, saying thank you for what you've done to us.
And we get to recognize them on the day of our event.
Yeah.
Every one of our sponsors get to be called on stage and recognized. So that's what we do also.
So if you want to be recognized, if you want them to be called on that day on Awol UK 2018, contact them on awoluk.net. And when you contact them, you can tell them that you want to sponsor the event. Maybe you will great. There are a lot of lovely Sierra Leoneans out there that are doing really great. Maybe you just want to get, it doesn't matter the amount you want to do, just to touch lives, just for you to make an impact. You might not be able to go down there. If maybe you send your £50, it might not actually make much difference. But if you team up with Awol and you join with Awol, you'll be able to make an impact. And you will say, oh, if they say Awol did that, it doesn't matter, you only put £50, but that's your £50.
Yeah.
I've contributed to what Awol have done. Yeah. So if you're a Sierra Leonean out there, we've got lots of, I know I've got lots of Sierra Leoneans out there. I've got business people on my page. If you want your business to be recognized, contact Awol UK and
also a big shout out to our key sponsor, which is African Travel. Last year they gave us 2 air tickets to Freetown, and they've actually done it again. Last year we didn't get a winner for those tickets, unfortunately. But hopefully this year there will be a raffle on the day, and those tickets will be sold for a very, very low price. And there's 2 pairs of tickets to Freetown, Sierra Leone. Those tickets are up for grabs. They're up for winning, and we want to make sure somebody wins it this year.
I'm going with it. I'm going to be praying for that so that I win that. How much is the raffle ticket?
It won't be more than £5.
No more than £5.
Why bid on the ticket?
So can you imagine you spending £5 and winning 2 tickets, which will be pretty much say 1,000, 1,200,
1,500 about that, and in December.
It's worth it. It's worth going on and try and get some tickets for that as well.
Thank you very much, Tosi. Tosi is watching. Tosi, I think is in Germany at the moment. I'm not sure if you moved from Germany to UK, but it's actually in Germany at the moment. Alice Bindu Amara, thank you very much for watching. Yaboms Zainab Kamara, thank you very much for watching. Roja, she says she has many questions for you. Contact them on awoluk.net and send in your questions.
That's
they
right.
will not be able to answer everything now. We don't want next time we say come to my show and say, oh no. That place is going to ask too much questions.
No, but it's been fun. It's been fun actually, and people need to know. And,
she wants to say, she's got one more question. She's actually doing a project in Sierra Leone. She's one of your charity nominees.
What's her name?
Roja Charlton, and let me see the charity name. She was on one of my programs actually about a few weeks ago. Is it Koga charity has all. Koga, what does your charity stands for? I think Children of God.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
I've just seen somebody made mention of that charity.
Yes.
Children of God charity.
She says she doesn't want the money, but she wants like school material. Okay. Contact Awol UK and you can speak to them personally. Or if you come early, you have to come early. Not if. You have to come early. Come before 7 so that you'll be able to speak to them one-to-one before the award ceremony. and then you can put your credits across, because they're looking forward to get more ideas, for you to more suggestion, anything you can say. They're actually 3 open-minded people, and they're willing to more ideas, and they're really looking forward to make an impact in Sierra Leone, greater impact, because they've made an impact in Sierra Leone. They want to make greater impact in Sierra Leone.
I want to touch more lives, We want to touch more lives.
You see, it's all about touching life, making an impact, and don't allow people to die poor.
That's right.
Yeah. Born poor, but not die poor.
You see, and that's what actually we all need to look at. You say children of God.
Okay.
That's association, that's what it's called. So, Sankari Kamara is actually watching us. Thank you very much, Mr. Sankari. With Sereninium, we really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, Tigi Fofana. Thank you very much. But Bersita, thank you very much for watching. Tabimon, thank you very much. Mr. Adebayo, thank you very much for watching. Kamish Bless, thank you very much for watching all the way in London. Anna Woja Charlton, thank you very much for watching and for your great contribution. Who else have I got here? Bernard Amalu, thank you very much, sir, for watching all the way from Milton Keynes. And we'll hope to see you there. We've got lots of people that are watching. Karen Amara, thank you very much, all the way from Scotland. Who else is on this program? We've got great people that are watching us. If we cannot see your name, because I'm watching from the other side now. If I cannot see your name, whoever is watching, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you joining there. They're going to tell you about this program. This is one program which, when you sleep on Friday, you don't need to put, you need to put your alarm back, because you need to wake up very early so you start preparing. Because one day cannot be enough for you to prepare for that event. Because it's a great event.
Like we said, it's the Oscar of Sierra Leone. It's the only event where our people will be competing as to who's got the best, the best dress of the night, especially with our ladies, with the guys, who's best suited for the night. That's the Oscar of Sierra Leone. And it can only be found at Awol UK. Come on the day, and then you will get the very best of treatment, And to those who may have had, 1 or 2 ups and downs or reservations, it's one of those things, to be very honest. No event is 100%. Sometimes things happen, but we can only apologize.
That's right.
Don't give up. Come and continue to partner with us. This is about Sierra Leone. What matters most for us is the motive behind what we do. It's not about ourselves, but it's about giving back to a country and a society we are all proud of. That's all we do. Come and partner with us.
And also, to add on what my former chair, vice chair is saying, let me just give you a timeline on what happens on Saturday. A timeline of what's going to happen on Saturday. We kickstart around 7. Between 7 and 7:15, we have champagne reception. We kick off. So if you got your tickets, you've paid for your tickets, which is £50, by the way. If you've paid for your tickets, you've got an exclusive. Quickly through the queues and straight upstairs, you'll be tagged, and then you go upstairs and have some champagne and meet great people, and we'll be there for say an hour, 2 hours, and then we'll all come down to the main auditorium. Everybody will take their seats. So 9 o'clock, everybody downstairs, and then we will start our food service around 9:30. So 9:30 food service starts. Hopefully we're not rushing you to it, but we need to be very mindful that the event needs to start. So about 9:30, 10, we will start the event. So once we start the event, in between every 4 hours, there's a performance just to keep you going and keep you moving and entertained. And then hopefully, come say 11:30, 12 o'clock, we should be wrapping up the awards and getting ready to shake those, to shake your body down.
Someone asked, can we have some dancing? Yes, you can. So Mr. Chairman is going to tell you about the dancing.
Well, the dancing is going to happen. Definitely, it's going to happen. What you need to bear in mind is
we need to keep to the time.
Yeah. What you need to bear in mind is be on time. You're on time. We start on time. Whether you're there or not, we starting on time, because we want to make sure that we keep to our timeline, which gives you
the opportunity
to dance and to have as much fun as possible. I know a lot of people want to walk around with their gowns and their, show their suits and their shoes and that sort of thing. You will have that opportunity, trust me, you will.
What's the dress code?
Smart, formal Africana, but do not even try it with trainers.
No jeans.
Do not try it now.
No trainers.
It's the Oscars of come on.
That's
a black tie event. Come on, and
dress to kill.
Just keep it straight. Keep it straight. Yeah. Do us proud that we can do it together. Keep it straight.
That's gonna be great. That's great. Okay, we're going to go on 1 minute break. Don't go anywhere. Just 1 minute break. We're going on 1 minute break.
Aspire Hydrator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Hydrator, now you be baba.
Oh yes! Buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arion Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estate with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come and get your own property at Aspire Heights Realtor. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Aja, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire Heights Realtor says get your properties at affordable prices. Yeah.
Aspire Hydrator is here for me.
Oh, yes.
Everybody listening, real estate and land agents with 100% guarantee. Aspire Hydrator, now you be baba.
Oh yes! Buy land, buy house, lease and rent houses or land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Realtor at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arion Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction, Lagos State Smart City, Lekki Free Trade Zone and Lekki Deep Seaport is under construction at Ibejuleki International Airport. 60 different Chinese companies, Fort Milan Bridge, Ibejuleki Shoprite and so on. Commercially and industrially, Ibejuleki.
Yeah, baby, see I do my head like this, that means I can't see all of us. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 how are you? Welcome to another program on Noble People Television. My name is Bernadette Abu. In case you start thinking, is she Sierra Leone? Yes, I'm a Sierra Leone. My name is Bernadette Abu. Welcome to this program again on Noble People Television with my guest, Awol UK Executive. As we were asking them earlier on if they have women in their team. Yes, they brought the woman for me. So that, actually, it looked like we planned this thing. Good, you see? football wearing yellow. So you see, that's a very good match. So they've got women on the team, and we're really happy to have you all here so that you can witness that whatever they're saying, the words of their bond. They're not just telling you to please you. They're telling you exactly what's going on in their organization. And they're here to make a difference on people's lives, to touch life, to make an impact in society, to inspire people, to motivate people, to bring out role models in Sierra Leonean community and friends of Sierra Leoneans. Thank you very much. So yet another program on Noble People. My lady, introduce yourself, please.
Oh, my name is Haja Sise, commonly known as Mimi Sise. Okay. I'm the former chairlady of Awol UK and currently head of communication and member of board trustee.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. Welcome to this program. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you... No, I was checking something. Thank you, Mimi, for joining in.
You're welcome.
I've got Aisha Fofana is watching. Rosalind Griffin is watching us. Thank you very much, Rosie. Thank you. Imbalu Adama, thank you very much for watching. And every other, thank you, Madam Yetunde, for joining this program. Everyone that has stayed tuned to this program on Noble People Television. My name is Bernadette. Madam, tell us about this event on Saturday.
Well, it's sorry?
Energy.
Our event has always been the best of the best. And every year we tend to grow bigger and bigger, and we tend to do better and better. We are a charitable organization, as you all may be aware. And we are very much involved in lots of work, charitable work back home. And also we are recognizing our patriotic Sierra Leoneans who are doing very well within our communities here and back home, and as well as friends of Sierra Leone. Because there are people who are doing very, very well. They need that platform to recognize them and appreciate them for what they do. And by that, we get to inspire other people to do even more. So it's a bit of everything, really. And then we just touch it with a bit of glamour just to make it a bit more fun, really.
Okay, Mimi, we really, really appreciate you coming here. So, on that day, what are my viewers expecting? I know your chairman has said earlier on that they're going to dance. Are you going to keep the artists are you going to keep it as a secret for us to go and just see who you got there? Or do you want to tell the viewers who they should come and see?
At the moment, we've got a couple of artists who have done promo video for us.
Okay.
So that's a bit of a giveaway, and there's more coming. So you don't want to wait to be told. You want to go there and be part of it. So we've got the very talented DJ Lulu, who's done a promo video for us. She's going to be there. She's our very own sweetheart. And we've got the legendary Innocent, who has just dropped his new single, Sofa Posh. Yeah. One of the big hit single right now in Sierra Leone. And he's going to be there live. You don't want to miss that.
Wow. I think I want to come because I've had the song, or I've seen few clips of it. Because I'm always busy, so I watched a little bit of it, and I saw the woman sleeping on the thing, on the bench or something. So I want to go and see how this Sofa Posh works. I really want to see.
And in fact, I saw another clip, another single that he's working on.
Okay.
And which on the day I suppose he might
release it,
give away to us, so which is the title "You Name the Play." You know, and that "You Name the Play" was one of those acronyms that was used during the electioneering period in Sierra Leone. You know, wherein a lot of people, when you come across your friend say, "You name the play," or that is to say, "Oh, maybe something good is coming up for you." you know, as it's ongoing now, you name the player. Does it mean you're going to be made a minister? You name the player. Does it mean you're going to get something?
And actually, it will work with the award because if you name the play,
that's right.
I'm going to switch up to Creole a little bit because I know people will be thinking, does she speak Creole? I do. Mina Sierra Leone. You name the play means they're talking about you.
That's right. It was something
and
good.
They talk about you.
Yes.
So that's the right music for that day.
It kind of worked well in a way because we get awards the let's talk now. We get awards the way we get people in the votes, and then we get Awol awards.
Yeah.
So if you
So
name
you
the play, you could be one of
those winners.
recipients.
You name the play. You may well be one of those people.
You could be one of Awol personal
Allow you name
recipients.
for me play so that stuff will happen. You don't know what thing. If you name play, then for the benefit of my me as well as not Sierra Leone, I'm going to speak 1 second of Creole. So if you name the play, so you might get an award. You know. So please allow my name to play. Maybe you don't know what will happen. Okay, so we've got Zainab Sharif, another great Sierra Leonean who is actually in America. Zainab Sharif, a remarkable initiative. Wishing you all the best. Thank you very much, Madam Zainab Sharif. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zee.
So we've kept them here long. We don't want to keep them, but we want to say what exactly is going to happen. We don't want to keep them long, but we don't want to leave our lady behind. That's why we have to extend the program a little bit of second. So we're going to actually. So on that day, we said the time is 7. Are you going to start 7 o'clock? Because women are, men. I'm going to be a bit sexy. Women have the program. The women. And we have to do our hair. We have to dress up. Are you going to keep these men waiting?
Oh no. We as the host, we've got a cut-off time to be there.
Okay.
And you don't want to get in chairman's shoes at that point.
Oh, you see. So
and Charlie, she's
so
also
that
very.
You never play.
Oh yes. You know why you didn't play that video.
Especially with us.
You might probably not see the event.
Exactly. You don't want to get exactly. You don't want to get on Charlie and chairman the wrong side that day.
Because the thing is, you don't want to be the host and people coming in and waiting for you.
Exactly.
So you should be ready to host your guests.
And so far we've been doing very, very well with that. We've always been there waiting for our guests.
Okay.
And then meet and greets, take pictures and everything. Just relax yourself, feel comfortable with the environment, and then before we start the event,
Okay, so we are happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And this is a great program. Lots of people, I want to hear from our lady, please. She wants to hear from you again. What actually, Madam Anna Charity, what do you want to hear from this lady? Tell them your name again and what you do. What's your role?
My name is Mimi Sisei. I'm the former chairlady of Awol UK.
Okay.
And now I'm head of communication and member of board of trustees. And by the way, I'm also an actress.
Wow.
Yes, I do movies. We've premiered our latest movie, The Princess, with multiple award-winning, which is a multiple award-winning movies. And it's going to be on the market very soon. So I do a little bit of everything, but I've been there forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can book another day so you can come back in and then tell us about the movie.
Absolutely.
We'd love to have you here as our guest as well.
We'll
So if you're doing anything in the Sierra Leonean community, you are a Sierra Leonean, you are a friend of Sierra Leone, tell Awol UK and they'll be able to recognize you. If you don't tell them, they will not know about you. If you don't invite other people, they will not know about you. Let me give out one skill when it comes to event organizing. I'm an event organizer myself. When you want to organize your event, make sure you inform people who will promote it, but not just people who promote it. Make sure if you want to be recognized, invite people as guest speakers. You can invite Awol UK on your event. Then if they're there as your guest speaker, I don't think they're going to say, we don't know. Your name will play. Your name will play, trust me. So that's what you want. We want you to come on that day. We want you to make an impact. We want you to support Awol UK. It's Saturday. Mr. Chairman, over to you.
Saturday, the 30th of June, this Saturday to be precise, and the place to be is Royal Regency. There's a lot of good things await you. It's like Christmas. Trust me, it's going to be like Christmas.
So you see, Christmas is here. Yeah. And if Christmas is here in June, What are you expecting? You can have an hangover till July 1st. Don't worry. It's gonna be a Sunday.
It's all allowed. It's allowed, and you can even come over at the barbecue, the after party on Saturday, on Sunday, down at Nollywood nightclub, where we're going to party again till the wee hours. So it's 2 days in succession. 2 days in succession.
Wow.
You don't want to miss that.
My Saturday is going to be busy because I think I've been invited to 4 programs. I'm going to see how I'm going to manage myself, but I'll definitely be in Awol.
You just need to be in Awol.
Hi, Prince Koma. Thank you very much for watching. This year, because this guy is another media guru, this year I noticed you've reduced on the award. Is there any reason? There's like a cutoff. Last year there were lots of other field or categories, to be precise. Let me speak like event organizer. There were lots of other categories. This year I see like few. So
you're probably looking at the voting awards.
Yes.
Because we've got the Awol awards as well. So we've got 7 of the Awol awards and then 5 of the voting awards. So in total we've got 12 awards.
12, okay.
So it's pretty much in line with what we usually do year in, year out. So we're on track on that.
All right. So they haven't reduced it. Maybe I'm just saying it like it's been reduced.
No, it's because we didn't add the Awol awards onto the website.
Okay.
The normal awards.
Okay, no worries.
So we can encourage people to vote for those. Because the Awol awards, you don't need to vote for it.
Okay, that would be I will just be nice to them and you don't know what will happen.
Much to your very self for hosting us this evening, and to your team. We appreciate you guys. It's been a very interactive session. To our viewers and our partners in the charitable business, we say thank you. That continue to do that which you believe in, as long as it's for the sake of humanity. Continue to do. No matter what the criticisms are, just hold on to it. You believe in what you do, keep doing it. This is about Sierra Leone. We may not always agree on everything, but one thing that I know for a very fact is that we all do love our country. Let us give back to that country that we are all proud of. Let us continue to do what we do. Come and join Awol UK if you can. And this is about Sierra Leone. That's all we can do. We say thank you very much over the years. In this part of the world, for people to sustain a charity event for almost a decade now, since 2009, it involves a whole lot of good work and commitment. If we were not so committed, we would not have come this far. But it's almost a decade now. So it means we are serious about what we do, and we believe in that which we do, which is to give back to society. So we say thank you very much to every one of you who had partnered with us over the years. Continue to believe in us, continue to support us, and we look forward to celebrating you guys on Saturday.
Thank you very much. Yes, Madam Mimi.
Also want to say thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to talk about our event that is coming up on Saturday. And one thing I really want to point out is that we know there are lots of Sierra Leoneans within our community who are doing very, very well back home and here. And we don't know all of you. We know a lot, but we don't know all of you. If you're a group or an individual, you're doing something well and you want to be recognized, please come to us. Contact any single one of us who will be happy to bring you in. It might not be you, it might be somebody that you know that is doing very well and is going unnoticed. It's not like people are doing it to be noticed, but sometimes you just want to be recognized and appreciated for what you do, making the difference, making the changes in the lives of your people. Just no matter how little you think you're doing, it's not as small as what you think, because even if you're doing it to that one individual, it makes a big, big difference in their life. So please, please, we may not be able to go around the country to scout out for people, but please come up with your recommendation. We're quite open. We're more than happy to take you all in, and then we all can work together, because without you people, we wouldn't be here today. Without your support over the years, we wouldn't be here today. So we want to thank you all very much once more, and looking forward to see you all on Saturday for celebrating our patriotic Sierra Leoneans and friends of Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, all our viewers, for watching this program on Noble People Television. My name is Bernadette. I'm your Noble presenter for today and the host for this program. With me, I've got this lovely Awol UK. Come on Saturday, come support them, come cheer up your friends. Maybe your friend is having an award. Maybe you know someone who have been nominated. Go check, vote, vote, vote. Don't forget, vote, 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 because voting haven't closed yet as we're speaking right now. Vote for people who have been nominated. If you vote for people, what you give is what you get back. If you vote for people this year, maybe I always say, oh, this person vote. What do they do? Maybe you vote through your organization email. Then we check what you do. So please vote. Vote for the people. It's our effort that will make the event successful. Let's come and support them. Let's come and assist them. Because if you come, then you assist them. Let's come and assist them. Let's come and be their guest. You don't want to miss it. As the lady said, you don't want to be told about this event. It's going to be special. It's going to be great. And we look forward to see you there on Saturday.
Voting ends on Wednesday. So keep it coming. You've got 2 more days to vote. 12 midnight, voting ends.
Please be on time.
And just so you know, if you name the plate,
you never know. Be on time, please, so your dinner will be served. No one for rushing at this time, so we will get plenty of time for dance and celebrate the winners and all the nominees and everybody, basically. So please be on time.
If you want to host your red carpet, you can contact us on Noble People Television. Maybe you're an organizer that you're watching this program. On Noble People Television, we do marketing. We do red carpet as well. So anything you're looking for that is contrary to your business, not for people to give you bad critics, contact us. You see, you will wonder why does she use contrary? Because we don't want people to give you bad feedback. We want people to give you the great feedback. Because with the great media, you'll be able to get a good feedback. People will forget about the bad things and they talk about the good thing. Contact us on Noble People Television. Our details are on the screen. If you want to be our guest on this program, contact me. If you're organizing an event as well and you want to be here, just contact us on Noble People and we're glad to host you. This is Awol UK. Part of their executive, they all cannot be here, you know that.
A fraction.
So,
of the
fraction
executive.
of the UK executive. So, and they've got women, they're not biased.
Yes.
Cross section.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching us on Noble People Television. Say goodbye to our guests.
See you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday.
So we actually appreciate you and we want to see you on Saturday. This is Noble Television. My name is Bernadette. Goodbye. To meet on Saturday. I would have said to meet on Monday, which is my program, but I hope to see you all on Saturday.
And
I'll
Sunday.
Be there.
And Sunday.
And Sunday. All right. Thank you very much. Once again, goodbye.
Will be great and conducive place for everybody. Come.
Okay.
And get your own property at Aspire Heights Creator. Come directly to our office at H56 57 Ikota Shopping Complex, VGC, Lekki Epe Expressway, Ajah, or call Mr. Adeniyi on this number 09070995466 or 08052894614. Aspire